Hello there, friends. It is Three Card Thursday from Cards of Light, Bright Blessings of the Tarot for November 17th, 2022. Thank you for joining me once again this week for our three-card energy reading for the weekend and the week to come. Can it be this close to Thanksgiving? Crazy, crazy, crazy how quick this year has gone. I don't know. I was an English major, but don't expect that from me. Okay. Take a moment to breathe, still our minds. Maybe how fast this year done gone would be as good as anything. Okay. Three cards. We have the Universe. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Six of Discs. Let's kind of straighten these up just a little bit here so you don't feel like you want to reach through the screen and tidy things for me. Okay. So a major, a court card, and a pip this time around. The suits of cups and discs are represented. Let's just kind of take them one at a time. So the Universe card, this is, it is the whole enchilada. This is the one that in other decks would be called the World, and it completes the cycle of the Fool's Journey of the majors, going from the Zero card, the Fool, on up to this card number 21, which is actually the 22nd stop. And it represents, everything. Everything and the one thing. So we have the Eye of Shiva up here. We see that also in the Tower card in this deck. We have the four living beings, or the four fixed signs of the zodiac, or the four evangelists represented at the corners. This card is sort of the gateway to a higher level of consciousness. And so that's the way I would look at this, coming in this position, that we are either in a period now or maybe just coming out of a period where we've done some work on ourselves, we've got some wisdom, and we've moved to a higher level of consciousness. This can represent completion of sorts. It can represent a synthesis where we're bringing together, various elements or various systems or various thoughts or various, whatever, and kind of bringing them together, where our notions and our experience of things can kind of crystallize and can, make some sense. Maybe some things that we have been working on and struggling with are finally kind of starting to come together and make some kind of sense in the big sense of things, in the big picture of our lives. And so if that's the case, that's good. It can also just represent the completion of something. Maybe there are things that we have been, tidying up over the past few weeks here, and they're kind of, those activities are coming to a close now. I have some friends who had been living in the States for several years, but their hearts were in the Netherlands, and I just saw that they have just landed back in the Netherlands. They're going to be living in The Hague again. And, so this can represent that sort of thing, something that you've been working at, and it's now being brought to conclusion. If that has not happened yet, but there is something that you're working on. That things are going to be wrapped up nice and tidy right quick here, I would say, if they haven't already. Okay, in the middle, we've got the Queen of Cups. And this is the card of the empath. This character has deeply felt emotions and can sense the emotions of others. Look at the reflections going on here. Beautiful reflections of what's going on up here. So that's what this card is able to do, is to feel and reflect back, but also deep feelings, and particularly feelings of pain or hurt, are not so much tempered as transcended by this character's equanimity. So this is, in terms of the elements, it is the suit of water, and in terms of elements is the rank of water. So this is water of water, very soft, beautiful, loving, compassionate energy going on in this card. And so when I see a card like this, I'm usually looking for things to emulate in my life and in my experience, or things to, if there are excesses of some sort, things to, kind of curb or be cautious with. There's not a whole lot in this card that to be warned against, except if it is, being, I guess too emotional would be the way people would look at that, getting too caught up in emotions. But really, the essential nature of the character in this card is not that, because of the maturity and the ability to kind of transcend all of that and to hold it together when other people are falling apart. This character is sort of I don't know if there's any actual basis for this, but I think of this character as the Enneagram 4. The one who, the experience of depth of feeling is really what lights them up, and the ability to feel what others are feeling, and particularly in a crisis, to be helpful through that understanding is really kind of the main trait of this card and the character depicted in this card. And so the sense I'm getting is that energy is available to us, and that it may be needed either this weekend or the coming week, or someone may be really upset about something, really suffering, and we'll have an opportunity to just be with that person, to give them the comfort and the nurturing that they need, and to be a place of stillness and calm amidst whatever is going on for them. Reassurance, letting them know that things will be okay. Not necessarily proposing solutions, but just being with that person, helping them to feel loved, and the assurance that we'll get through things. So be on the lookout for opportunities to be this character this weekend and in the week to come. And then, okay, we have the 6 of discs here. Crowley styles this one Success. I think of this card as being about generosity. It's not just that we are in this stable, beautiful spot in this suit of discs, but we are able to share that with others. There's enough there for everybody. And so it is a good complement to this card, in that we have everything we need here. we've got this empathy going on, and then over here, we've got enough to share. And so let's do that. If we find opportunities, if they present themselves this weekend and next week, let's not pull back from that. And whether that is, providing financial assistance to someone, or whether that is just sharing up our time, doing little acts of kindness and service to others, whatever it might be, let's look for some opportunities to engage in that sort of behavior. It's good to sort of set the stage for the holidays here in the U.S. with that sort of spirit of giving and service as well. I think that is about it. Let's take one last look at the table here. I love all three of these cards. They're just beautiful, each in their own way. And just a gorgeous reinterpretation throughout this deck of the tarot. If you have not ever gotten your hands on a Thoth deck, I know a lot of people reject it, and initially I was really kind of put off because of Crowley's reputation. But these images are so beautiful and so rich in symbolism and meaning. It's a good one to work with. So I think that will do it. I plan to be back on Sunday for our Sunday morning spread. Just another quick reminder, December 2nd up at Rubber Rose Books and Print in downtown Kankakee, we'll be doing our Beginner's Tarot class. If you are interested in learning more about the cards and how you can use them in your life, please come on up. I'll have information eventually once everything is set up for registration and all of that. I'll be sharing that on the weblog at brightblessingstarot.com. In the meantime, if you'd like to leave messages there, contact me there, leave comments here on the video, please do. So we will see you on Sunday. And in the meantime, as always, I wish you peace. I hope you have a beautiful weekend.